Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the great city of Woonsocket, Rhode Island. My name is Steve Casey. Myself and my wife, Deborah Hunt, are the co-chairs of the Woonsocket Main Street Holiday Stroll. Before we begin our virtual event, I'd like to thank the City of Woonsocket and the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative for their participation and help in getting this event off the ground, and also the City of Woonsocket's Public Works Department for helping us to decorate the downtown Main Street area. Before we begin the Main Street Holiday Stroll, I'd like to remind you that all throughout the holiday season and in the next 2 weeks of the 12 days of Christmas, from today until December 17th, we will be running contests on the DWC website, which you can find at dwc02895.org. We got great prizes. We're going to have an ugly sweater contest. I'm showing you mine right now. We also have a Christmas caroling contest where we'll be giving cash prizes. So we're just about ready to begin the first Woonsocket virtual Main Street Holiday Stroll. And I'd like to introduce our host, none other than Woonsocket's own greatest personality on our radio stations, Mr. Jeff Gamache. Thank you very much and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Steve. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for coming and tuning in tonight online. Hello, everybody on Facebook Live for the first virtual Woonsocket Main Street Stroll. But for 12 years, this has become the tradition. I'm very excited to be here tonight. So excited, in fact, I had my beard so frosted just for this event. It's not great. That's actually highlights that were put in just for this holiday stroll. We have a lot of entertainment for you tonight. We have some great musical acts. We have some timeless Christmas stories to share with you. We're also going to hear from some of the folks who helped put this event on. But the big event we want you to stay tuned for is we are going to go live tonight via satellite to the North Pole. And even this close to Christmas, we did manage to secure an interview with Santa Claus coming right here in Woonsocket via satellite. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be exciting. We're also going to relive a memory of the past as we have the McCarthy's Talking Tree with us tonight. We'll be talking with that Christmas tree in a little bit. But first, we'd like to go to a message from the mayor of the city of Woonsocket.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Holiday Stroll. My name is Lisa Waldelli Hunt, and I'm the mayor of the city of Woonsocket. I am as excited as you are to see Santa Claus this year. In fact, Santa Claus is going to be joining me very soon, and I have not seen him for a very long time. I want you to know, though, that I had a conversation with Santa, and he told me that his Santa house will be set up for you to visit and for you to take pictures, but he won't be there this year. He's very, very busy doing what he needs to do for you on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So remember, be good girls and boys, and Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hi, I'm Congressman David Cicilline. I'm delighted to be joining you to kick off the 12th annual Woonsocket Main Street Holiday Stroll. Thank you to the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative and all the small business owners that have made this celebration possible in these difficult times. Your incredible dedication is a testament to the strength and character of the city of Woonsocket. I hope this message finds you and your family safe and healthy. This has been a challenging year for our state and our country, and my thoughts are with every Rhode Islander who's been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Each year, the Woonsocket Main Street Holiday Stroll gives us the opportunity to come together as a community in celebration of the holidays and to support the small businesses that drive Rhode Island's economy. The challenges of this past year means that this event is more important than ever. Your support will help this great tradition continue for years to come and support the continued revitalization of Woonsocket's historic downtown area. And while this year's celebration is virtual, you can still mask up and enjoy the beautiful displays and decorations that make this event so special. As your representative in Congress, I want you to know that I will continue to fight for increased federal aid to help us weather this pandemic and emerge stronger than ever. And I look forward to the new opportunities that the new year will bring. This holiday season, I am wishing you and your loved ones good health, safety, and happiness. When we come together as a community, I know there's nothing we can't accomplish. Thank you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, and a happy holiday to you, Congressman, and thank you, Mayor Lisa Baldelli-Hunt. Next, we're going to move into one of our first musical acts of the night with a very talented woman I had the pleasure of working with for many years on the Polar Express. She performs all over New England. She's a musician, she's a singer, and may I leak a secret, one heck of a seamstress as well. Very talented woman, Glee Violette.
Hello and Merry Christmas. My name is Glee Violette. I've been around Woonsocket for a great many years, and you've heard me on WNRI and WOON, had shows on those for years. And past 7 years, I was doing the Polar Express right here in this station, had one of the cars on the train. So been around for a little while. I'm in my 70s now, and now I'm still just enjoying doing music. So we have some Christmas carols for you. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I ain't going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I ain't going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
And what a perfect song for this perfect night here at our first annual virtual holiday stroll right in Woonsocket as the snow is falling outside. And what a beautiful setting for this great event. Thank you, Glee. Next, we're going to move into taking a look at what has occurred when we were outside for the past 11 years with the holiday Main Street Stroll. And keep in mind, this is put together with the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative in the great city of Woonsocket. And a lot of people get together and decorate from Monument Square to Market Square down to River Island Park. And a lot of work and effort goes into it. Great things like the Christmas tree hunt and the scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt, which is happening this year. We're going to be talking about that in a few moments. But let's take a look back in 2016 at some of the video footage and memories. Some of the great smiles of the holiday season, and you could almost taste and smell the great food products as well. Just some of the highlights. Remember, this has been a mainstay now for 12 years in Woonsocket. My, how time flies. We hope you join us next year when we return outside for the Main Street Holiday Stroll. Meanwhile, enjoy your hot chocolate and cozy up inside wherever you might be. Next, we're going to get to another musical act. Now, here's a guy who has been a mainstay of the Main Street Holiday Stroll. And if you like piano and you like good Christmas music, you're going to love Mr. John Scotti.
ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, ching ching ching, a Christmas donkey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, Santa got a little friend, his name is Dominic. He's the cutest little donkey, you never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb those hills of Italy. Hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey, hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the man's derby. On top of Dominic's head, a pair of shoes for Louis, just for Josephine. The label on the inside says, made in Brooklyn. Hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey, hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, the children all clap their hands and Dominic starts to dance. Hey, they talk Italian to him, and he even understands Kumbada and Kumara. Dance the tarantella when Saint Nicola comes to town. Hey, hey, choo-choo-la, hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, Santa got a little friend, his name is Dominic. He's the cutest little donkey, you'll never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb those hills of Italy. Hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the mayor's derby. On top of Dominic's head, a pair of shoes for Louis, a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says, made in Brooklyn. Hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey, hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Oh, the children all clap their hands and Dominic starts to dance. Hey, they talk Italian to him, and he even understands Kumbada and Kumara. Dance the tarantella when Saint Nicola comes through town to bring a choo-choo-la, hey, ching ching ching, Dominic the donkey, hey, ching ching ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. Here we go, a little Spanish Christmas song. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Progresso, Felicidad. Hey, one more time. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Progresso, Felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes, I do. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes, I do. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes, I do. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas with lots of presents to make you happy. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas with mistletoe and lots of cheer, with lots of laughter throughout the year from the bottom of my heart. One more time. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Progresso, Felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, John Scotty. And we want to wish you, John, a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart as well. We'll have more with John Scotty a little bit later in tonight's program. Well, folks, this is the Woonsocket Virtual Main Street Holiday Stroll, the 12th edition of that very event. And this year, we're excited. We want to thank folks like John Scotty who took the time to come in. And I want to salute Adam Brunetti as well, who worked hard to give us this beautiful set right here in downtown Woonsocket. And remember, folks, later on, we will be going live via satellite to the North Pole, where we're going to talk with Santa Claus. And I did speak with Santa earlier. I asked him if he was worried about delivering the presents, and he said, nope, he's got it in the bag. If you know Woonsocket, there's a lot of strengths to this great city, and one of those strengths is the religious community. So many great active churches within the borders of Woonsocket. One church of that is Vita. And Vita is the church under the direction of Bishop Herson Gonzalez. And right now we're going to be joined virtually and share part of their production of their Christmas celebration with all of you tonight.
Never been a moment in our history like this moment now in Bethlehem. Creation trembles at the mystery of a manger holding heaven's King. You are on high, now beneath the sky. The stars you formed all shine and wonder. Angel eyes are so amazed. The wind it whispers hallelujah and fills the night alive with praise. King of mercy, King of grace, welcome to the world you made.
You could have left us here all alone, but perfect love had a different plan. You descended from your ancient throne, born on earth to save the heart of man. You were on high, now beneath the sky.
The stars you formed all shine and wonder. Angel eyes are so amazed. The wind it whispers hallelujah and fills the night alive with praise. King of mercy, King of grace, welcome to the world you made. We worship and adore you, Jesus.
You're the one who came to save. Jesus, welcome to the world you made.
The stars you formed all shine and wonder. Angel eyes are so amazed. The wind it whispers hallelujah and fills the night alive with praise. King of mercy, King of grace, welcome to the world you made.
Welcome to the world.
Welcome to the world you made.
Great talents within our churches, and right there you had a great example with the wonderful music performance from Vita. Next, we talked about some strengths in our church base, being one of those great strengths of the city of Woonsocket. But one of the pillars of this community are our first responders, and it was no more relevant than right now. Through this pandemic, the first responders and essential workers have been the heroes of this city, And we thank the Public Works, Fire, Police, Rescue, School Department, National Guard, and all for their service and sacrifice during this pandemic.
Hello, my name is Deputy Chief Michael Lemoyne. On behalf of the men and women of the Woonsocket Police Department, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.
My name is Officer Jason Bertholet, Woonsocket Police Department. This is K9 Aspen. We're asking that everybody please be as safe as possible this holiday season. Don't drink and drive, and make healthy, smart decisions for your families. Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Just toss it at her. Good job.
Merry Christmas, Woonsocket!
Merry Christmas, Woonsocket! Merry Christmas, Woonsocket! Merry Christmas, Woonsocket!
Merry Christmas to the great city of Woonsocket from Lieutenant Colonel Sharon Harmon, Rhode Island National Guard.
Hi, I'm Gino Gillette, the Public Safety Director for the city of Woonsocket. I'm here with Sparky and Firefighter Davis. I would like to wish everybody a safe holiday season.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Dr. McGee. I'd like to wish all of you a very happy and healthy holiday season. I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. We all miss you in the Woonsocket Education Department. All of your teachers and principals and all of the staff miss seeing you. We hope to see you very soon. This has been a really difficult year for everyone, but I want you all to know that we're hoping that we're going to see you back in classrooms as soon as we possibly can. And again, I want to wish you all and your families a very safe, happy, and healthy holiday season.
Again, thank you to all who have led this city through this crisis and pandemic. You ready for some more music? Well, how about some great sounds of the holidays? It wouldn't be Christmas without that wonderful brass sound. You think of those wonderful songs probably you heard in your churches, Joy of the World, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And boy, brass, it really brings in the Christmas season. And our next performance is exactly that. Get ready, folks. Here comes from North Shore, Massachusetts, the North Star Brass Band. That was wonderful. Merry Christmas. I'll tell you, I don't know how they can all play remote like that and sound so good at NSYNC. It's such a talented group of musicians there. And we'll have more with them a little later on. Welcome again to the 12th Annual Stroll right here in downtown Woonsocket. My name's Jeff Gamache, and we've been taking a look at some highlights of yesteryear. We've had some great musical performances, and still to come, we'll be talking with the McCarthy's Talking Tree. There's a memory if you grew up here in the city of Woonsocket. And, of course, our via satellite exclusive interview with the big man himself, Santa Claus. Remember, gang, there's an ugly sweater contest going on right now, and I got my ugly sweater on. I love fruitcake. I am one of those people that will eat fruitcake no matter how old it is. But there is a contest for ugly sweaters, and we know you've got one. If not, you can make one. While you're on this Facebook Live event, take a look at the Facebook page for the information, because there are great cash prizes that you can win with your favorite ugly sweater. The more the merrier, so take those selfies and post them up to Facebook. Right now, though, we have more videos taking a look at the 2016. And of course, make sure to look through our Facebook page where you'll find more videos and pictures. Now let's go back to 2017. Those are great memories from 2017. And thank you for being with us to create our 2020 memories right here on the Virtual Stroll. More music is on the way right now with a young man I had the pleasure of seeing grow up and perform from the stadium theater shows and now all the way up to having his own band and creating original music as well. The band is called the Beard Dogs. You may have seen them at some of the local restaurants and pubs throughout this pandemic. But we have from the Beard Dogs, its founder, Spencer Susie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Spencer Susie. Very happy to be here for, I think, Woonsocket's first virtual holiday stroll ever. Glad we can spread a little holiday spirit in such crazy times. Anyway, hope you enjoy these few Christmas songs that I picked out for y'all. All right. I think you'll recognize them all. Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, hold the mistletoe where you can see somebody waits for you. Kiss her once from me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. All right, I think I'll do one more for you. Actually recorded a version of this song for ON Radio for their, they had a radiothon recently to raise some money for, I think the Community Care Alliance was raising money to buy presents for families this year. Anyway, this is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Christmas now. Cool. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
The musical talents of Spencer Soucy. If you haven't checked them out yet, look them up on Facebook, Beard Dogs, or catch them at one of their local appearances. We got more music coming to you, and this is the virtual Holiday Main Street Stroll, and we're glad you're all comfortable inside on this snowy night. What a perfect night to begin the holiday season, as we have for the past 12 years right here in the city of Woonsocket. If you like instrumentals and you like saxophone, you're going to love this next act. And you can catch him every Friday night at the District in Providence for District Live. He has recently recording his debut album, Waves. It's in production in the Signal Debonair, currently on all streaming platforms. So welcome to the Downtown Holiday Virtual Stroll, saxophonist and recording artist, Mike Rollins.
This is saxophonist Mike Rollins, and I want to wish all of you a very happy holiday and a Merry Christmas, Woonsocket. I'm going to play one of my favorite Christmas tunes. It's called Silent Night. I'll give you a quick verse of it. Merry Christmas.
You don't get smoother than that. There you go. The beautiful sounds of Mike Rollins, and what a saxophonist. We have music here tonight, but that's not the only thing we have, because we're going to bring you up to date on one of the big events of the downtown strolls, which is the scavenger hunt. And we teased it earlier. Of course you know what a scavenger hunt is, right? You're given a list and a whole bunch of items and places you need to go. And you find those points, and when you clean up your map, there are prizes involved. But where and how do you get involved in the scavenger hunt that's going to run over the next 12 days? Well, I happen to have that list here for you. Sorry, getting older, folks. I need my reading glasses to see this one here. There we go. So the Woonsocket Main Street Holiday Stroll. Where do you get your entries? Head down to the Mill Race Event Space and Patio right there at South Main Street. You can go to Jerry's Bluffing Boutique on South Main, Dan's Martial Arts Center on South Main Street, our infamous New York Lunch, home of the New York Lunch Wieners and coffee milk always on tap. That's Woonsocket. How many places can you go and get coffee milk on tap 7 days a week, huh? Well, you got the Renaissance Tattoo, BL Beauty, Timeless Antiques on Main Street, Angel's Boutique, The Babe Cave, International Barber Shop on Main Street, Boost Mobile, Chan's Fine Oriental Dining and home of the Jazz and Egg Rolls, Metro PCS, The Art Den, Ciro's Tavern on Cherry, and Lops Brewing. And when you fill out your form and you get all those points you got to find, you return your entry form to Timeless Antiques or Ciro's Tavern on the Cherry. So take part in this year's scavenger hunt and have some fun. Well, I hope you're ready for some more music. We have two acts that are coming to you right now, live from Baltimore, all the way from Baltimore, celebrating the holidays with us here in Woonsocket. Two wonderful, talented people, Michelle and Chris Wheeler, originally from right here in New England. In fact, Michelle right here from Woonsocket.
Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Wheeler. I live in Maryland, but I am formerly from Rhode Island and was born and raised in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I will be singing for you Winter Wonderland, and it is an honor to sing for you this evening. I hope you enjoy it.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. Sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets chilling, we're frolicking, hey, the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter, walking in a winter, walking in a winter wonderland.
Hi everybody, my name's Chris Wheeler. I'm originally from New England. I live down here in Maryland, and I'm gonna do a little song for you called Let's Make a Little Christmas Tonight by Phil Vassar. It's one of my favorites. This song is gonna feature a Woonsocket native by the name of John LeClaire on saxophone. Check it out. Hope you like it. Hustle and bustle is over. Kids are tucked in bed. Stockings are stuffed. Presents are wrapped in bright green and red. Fireplace is burning. Ooh, what a beautiful sight. So baby, let's make a little Christmas tonight. Lights, they shine in your eyes. They sure do glow. The snow and Nat King Cole playing on the stereo. Everything's perfect. Ooh, and the world is just right. So baby, let's make a little Christmas tonight. Very long. The years they come and they're gone. Let's keep the spirit alive. Tonight there's peace in this house. Nobody stirring around. It's just me and the love of my life. So baby, make a little Christmas tonight. it's just me and the love of my life. So baby, let's make a little Christmas tonight. Let's make a little Christmas tonight.
Absolutely beautiful. Michelle and Chris Wheeler. What a great pair. What a great pair. I was just enjoying some candy cane myself during that musical performance. It's a nice one. I had a candy cane the other day. Broke it in 2 places. I'll never go there again, I'll tell you that much. Folks, we want to thank some of the sponsors that helped make this event happen. They truly have come up big this year, as they do every year. And we want to thank CVS Health, the Woonsocket Rotary Club, Navigant Credit Union, our Congressman David Cicilline, IAFF Local 732, the Eston & Richard Insurance Company, our State Representative Michael Morin, and State Representative-elect Stephen Lima, Representative Stephen Casey, Representative Bob Phillips, Senator Roger Pickard, our Senator Melissa Murray, the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, Councilman David Susi, Timeless Antiques on Main Street in Woonsocket. Well, folks, I was thrilled to be asked to be part of this great event, and really historic, the first annual virtual stroll. And I decided to bring you all into my home for some hot chocolate and some good times, and now we have an excerpt from that right now. So gather up, kiddies, and get ready to have some fun with 2 pretty familiar Christmas characters. I do love snowmen. Matter of fact, they're my favorite. I love snowmen so much, in fact, that I have my very own snowman hat that makes me an honorary snowman when I wear it. Would you like to see it? Well, I'll show you my snowman hat. Not everybody can wear this snowman hat, but I sure can. I love my snowman hat. It reminds me of my favorite snowman joke, which is, what did one snowman say to the other snowman? He said, hey, does anybody smell a carrot? It is nose. Carrot. Hey, what do you call an old snowman? Water. That's right, water. Why don't we sing along to one of my favorite snowman songs? You know it, it's Frosty. Oh, Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman was a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how it came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Hey, that was great, King. Why don't we sing along on the second part of the story? Oh, Frosty the snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run, we'll have some fun now before I melt away. So down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town right to a traffic cop, but he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop. Oh, Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. Hey, that was great, gang. Oh, that was so good. But you know, you got to be careful when you sing Frosty this time of year, because if you only sing Frosty, you could make somebody very, very, very jealous. You know who that is? Yeah, that's right, Rudolph. Yeah, but you know, it's not only Rudolph. It's all the reindeer. All the reindeer. You got to know all the reindeer names. Do you know all the reindeer names? Let's see if you know all the reindeer names now. Think about it. There are 8 other reindeer. Let's see. You know Dasher, Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? What's his name? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Sing along now. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, do you know what he said?
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. All right, gang, now you sing it. Take it. Rudolph had a very, and if you would even, all of the other used to laugh, they never let join in any. That's great. Then one Santa, what did he say?
Rudolph, with your nose so bright.
Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph, you'll go down in history. Hey, that was fantastic. So good. You made Rudolph and the other reindeer very happy. You cannot have jealous reindeer on Christmas Eve. I remember one Christmas Eve, Donder would not come out of the barn. Would not come out of the barn. He was stalling. Get it? Stalling? Oh, we had some fun. You can check out the website here for the Main Street Holiday Stroll and see the full performance that took place within the home with you as well. So gather up some hot chocolate and check out that lengthy video. It's a little lengthy. It's about 30 minutes, but it's a great holiday time for you, your children, and your grandchildren. Get together and have yourselves a little holiday party down the road. And you have one going tonight. The Virtual Stroll is the place to be. And I told you we'd take a stroll down memory lane, and we've reached that point in time. Now, if you grew up in Woonsocket, you have to remember taking those wonderful walks down Main Street. Of course, seeing Rudolph in the sleigh on top of the Thundermist Dam, coming down Main Street with the decorations, visiting Santa Claus while you're here, getting one of those little candy canes. And if you made your way all the way down to the end of Main Street, you reached McCarthy's, who was known during the Christmas season for their infamous talking Christmas tree. Well, when our research team was laying the groundwork for our interview coming up in a little bit with Santa Claus, live via satellite to North Pole, they were walking through the woods of the North Pole, and they could hear some singing in the background. So they went to investigate, and lo and behold, they found McCarthy's talking Christmas tree. And joining us now remotely from deep in the woods of the North Pole, the McCarthy's talking Christmas tree. Hello there, McCarthy's talking Christmas tree.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Thank you for being with us. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Amazing. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
You must be doing a lot of exercise. My gosh, you must be over 100 years old.
Well, maybe not that old.
Well, McCarthy's Christmas tree was a big part of growing up in Woonsocket. And tell us a little now, when did you start working for McCarthy's company?
Well, many years ago, there used to be a department store called McCarthy's, right here in Woonsocket. That's where I was born. I love Woonsocket. My roots are here.
All of them. Well, you're well-rooted, might I say. And, of course, you had to move. One point they were on Main Street, but then you followed them right over the Diamond Hill Road area. And I can remember going to you as a child. You might not remember me, McCarthy's talking Christmas tree. I had the beard. It just wasn't grayed yet.
Oh, I remember you. You asked for a fire engine.
Yes, I did. And you brought me a police cruiser.
Oops, my bad.
That's all right, McCarthy's talking. Now, you've talked to so many children throughout the years. My goodness gracious. Was that what when they talk to you, they're asking you to tell Santa for toys? I mean, what are the kids saying to you when they talk to you?
Well, I've been talking to children from this city for generations. Your parents and even your grandparents when they were little kids. And I would ask them what they wanted for Christmas and then tell Santa Claus. When McCarthy's closed, I took a long hiatus, but last year the Stroll Committee spruced me up. So here I am.
But you looked well decked out, might I say, in your holiday decorations. Does it take long to put all your decorations on?
Oh yes, it takes a very long time, and I'm feeling really good this year. Last year, I accidentally ate too many ornaments, and it gave me tinselitis.
Ooh, a case of tinselitis. That sounds tough. Well, we're glad you recovered from that tinselitis.
Yes, this year I'm feeling just fine.
Well, that's good news. That's good news. So what do you do the rest of the year? I mean, you have this great mission to talk to children and get their comments to Santa Claus, which is a great help, by the way. I mean, you're right there in the North Pole. But what do you do the rest of the year? Do you have any hobbies or...
Well, I tried to take up knitting, but it didn't work out too well.
Why's that?
I kept dropping my needles.
Oh, dropping your needles. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, that can be tough when it comes to knitting. The North Pole must be a fabulous place to grow up where you're from, but making your trip down here to Woonsocket, I always wanted to ask you, did you have a preference when you looked out that window for so many years, McCarthy's Talking Christmas Tree, between Main Street and Diamond Hill Road?
Well, Main Street will always be my real home, but I love all of Woonsocket.
Well, that is a very safe answer. Matter of fact, I might vote for you next election, Christmas tree. We love our McCarthy's Talking Christmas Tree, but unfortunately, the McCarthy's building is no longer with us. But you brought so much joy to children for so many years, and I can distinctly remember telling my mom that we had to go to the Talking Christmas Tree. I wanted to go to that Talking Christmas Tree, and it wasn't Christmas until we saw your beautiful face. You look fantastic. Do you have anything else to tell the children?
I look forward to seeing you in person next year. And it's been great talking to you, Jeff. We have great chemistry.
Yes, we do have some great Christmas tree. That is for sure. Well, folks, we have a wonderful time. I want to thank the McCarthy's Talking Christmas Tree for being with us. And may you stay decorated throughout the holiday season.
And Merry Christmas, everybody, and happy holidays.
Well, folks, we want to thank the committee for doing all that work to find the missing McCarthy's Talking Christmas Tree. And you can catch it right here at the Holiday Stroll when we return outside again in 2021. We have a few stories for you. There's so many great stories of the Christmas season. Of course, you have your Rudolphs and your Frosties and so on and so forth. But there's one that stands above the rest. It's a poem from the late 1800s. And to perform this piece, we have our state senators and our state representatives. Ladies and gentlemen, The Night Before Christmas.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house
not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, adjusted our brains for a long winter's nap.
When out on the roof there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw out the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday of objects below.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles hit the courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, and Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up on the house tops the courses they flew, and the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
And then, in the twinkling, I heard on the roof the pressing and pouring of each little roof.
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack.
His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe that he held tight in his teeth, Santa Claus smoked.
And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
A wink in his eye and a twist in his head soon gave me a nod. I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger right aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle,
And away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all!
Happy Christmas to all.
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 And to all, a good night.
Santa is Coming to Rhode Island is a book published in 2014, written by Steve Smallman, illustrated by Robert Dunn, designed by Sarah Eller.
Well,
boomed Santa.
Have all the children from Rhode Island been good this year?
Mostly, answered the old little elf as he bustled across the busy workshop to Santa's desk. Santa peered down at the elf from behind the tall, teetering piles of letters that children of Rhode Island had sent him.
Mostly?
Asked Santa, looking over the top of his glasses.
Yes, but they've all been especially good in these last few days,
said the elf.
Jolly good,
chuckled Santa.
Then we'd better get their presents loaded up.
Even though the sack of presents was really, really big, and the elves were really, really small. They seemed to have no trouble loading it onto Santa's sleigh, though how they managed to fit such a big sack onto one little sleigh, even they didn't know. But somehow they did.
Splendid,
boomed Santa.
We're ready to go.
Not quite, Santa,
said the old little elf.
One of our reindeer is missing.
Missing? Which reindeer is missing?
Asked Santa.
The youngest one, Santa,
said the elf.
It's his first flight tonight. I've called him and called him, but...
Just then, a young reindeer strolled up, munching on a large carrot.
Where have you been?
Asked Santa. But the youngest reindeer was crunching so loudly that it was no wonder he hadn't heard the little old elf calling.
Oh well, never mind,
said Santa, giving the reindeer a little wink. He took out his Santa nav and tapped in the coordinates for Rhode Island.
This will guide us to Rhode Island in no time.
With a flick of the reins and a jerk of the harness, off they went, racing through the sky.
Ho, ho, ho!
Laughed Santa.
We'll soon have these presents delivered to Little Rhodey.
Santa's sleigh flew through the starry night, heading south across the Arctic Ocean. On they flew in the crisp, wintry air, crossing over Canada. In the wink of an eye, the sleigh was flying above Vermont, over Massachusetts, and on to Rhode Island. The youngest reindeer was very excited. He had never been away from the North Pole before. They had just crossed the Scituate Reservoir when suddenly they ran into a snowstorm. Snowflakes whirled around the sleigh. They couldn't see a thing. The youngest reindeer was getting a bit worried, but Santa didn't seem concerned.
In 2 miles,
said the Santa nav in a lady's voice.
Keep left at the next star.
But ma'am,
Santa blustered,
I can't see any stars in all this snow.
Soon they were hopelessly lost. Then, through the howling storm, the youngest reindeer heard a faint ringing sound. He looked over at the old reindeer with the red nose, but he had his head down. There was that sound again, like church bells ringing. The youngest reindeer turned around to look at Santa, but Santa wasn't listening. He seemed to be arguing with a little box with buttons on it. With a flick of the harness and a jerk of the reins, the youngest reindeer gave a sharp tug and headed off towards the sound of the bells, pulling Santa and his sleigh behind him.
Whoa!
Cried Santa, pulling his hat straight.
What's going on?
Then, to his surprise, he heard the ringing sound.
Well done, young reindeer!
He shouted cheerfully.
It must be the bells of Carey Tower at Brown University in Providence. Don't worry, children. Santa is coming!
Then suddenly, the sleigh hit something as it plummeted through the snow clouds.
You have arrived,
Said the Santa Nav unhelpfully. Finally, when the snow had died down and the clouds parted, Santa discovered exactly where they were. Stuck right at the very top of the Christmas tree at the Bank of America City Center.
Everybody, pull!
The reindeer pulled with all their might until, at last, with a screeching noise, the sleigh scraped clear of the tree. Santa steered them safely past City Hall and the Providence Children's Museum, over the Point Street Bridge, above Providence Harbor, and down into India Point Park. Luckily, there was no real damage done, but the packages had all been jumbled up. Santa quickly sorted out the presents into order again.
All right,
said Santa.
Thanks to this young reindeer, I know where we are now. Don't worry, children. Santa is coming!
Santa drove his sleigh expertly from rooftop to rooftop all over Rhode Island, popping in and out of the chimneys as fast as he could go. There were big chimneys in Newport and small chimneys in Coventry. He squeezed down thin chimneys in Westerly and plummeted down fat chimneys in Warwick. The youngest reindeer was amazed at how quickly they went. Santa never seemed to get tired at all, and it looked like the children in Rhode Island were going to be very lucky this year. But the youngest reindeer was starting to feel a bit weary, and quite hungry, too. In house after house, Santa delved inside his sack for packages of every shape and size. He piled them under Christmas trees, and carefully filled up the stockings with surprises. In house after house, the good children of Rhode Island had left out a large plate of cookies, a small glass of milk, and a big, crunchy carrot. Santa took a little bite out of each cookie, a tiny sip of milk, wiped his beard, and popped the carrots into his sack. From Bristol to Barrington, from Middletown to Jamestown, from Cranston to Cumberland, from Pawtucket to Woonsocket, and all the places in between, Santa and his sleigh visited every house in Rhode Island. Santa delivered presents to Abigail, Addison, Aidan, Alexander, Andrew, Ava. The list went on and on. Violet, Wyatt, Xavier, Zachary, and Zoe. Finally, Santa had delivered the last present on his long Rhode Island list.
Great moons and stars,
said Santa.
It's past midnight and my sack seems to be as heavy as ever. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone.
Santa opened his sack to check, but it was full of juicy, crunchy carrots. Santa divided the carrots among all the reindeer.
Well done,
he said, patting the youngest reindeer gently on the nose. But the youngest reindeer didn't hear him. He was too busy munching. Then it was time to set off for home. Santa reset his Santa Nav once more to the North Pole. And soon they were speeding past the Flying Horse Carousel in Watch Hill, over Narragansett Bay, and out through the crisp, starry night.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Rhode Island!
Good day, this is Conductor Bob from the Polar Express. So sorry, we're not going to be bringing the Polar Express to Woonsocket this year. We look forward to it every year, but we are looking forward to 2021. Merry Christmas and enjoy the stroll.
I was just enjoying the Polar Express story myself. Thank you, Conductor Bob. What a great story this is. Maybe you have the book and you can do your own story time at home with your family. Just pick up the book and read it. It's that simple, folks. Well, we hope you enjoyed those other two stories as well. I want to thank the state reps and senators who put together a wonderful rendition of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And we hope you enjoyed my presentation of Santa Comes to Rhode Island. I love the Polar Express book. I was just reading my favorite part of the story. That's the part where they get the hot chocolate and the cocoa. And you see the wonderful chefs there. And for so many years, 19 years, I had the privilege of going to the North Pole for a visit. I'll never forget my first trip because I'm a true believer, especially when I got my Polar Express bell. And every time I hear it ring, of course, I know that I still believe. And when you hear it ring, you believe too. That's the whole point of the story. And believe one thing, they'll be back next year with the Polar Express. But don't worry, folks, all is well at the North Pole. Matter of fact, I'm very excited. It's my first time ever doing an interview with one of the biggest premier names on the planet. No matter what language you speak, they all say Santa Claus. And joining us live via satellite right now, Santa Claus from the North Pole. Merry Christmas, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Christmas to you, too.
My goodness, what a beautiful tree Mrs. Clausen you decorated this year.
Oh, she does a wonderful job.
You look great, Santa Claus. You look great. Getting ready for the big Christmas Eve push?
Oh, yes, we're getting there. We're getting there.
I want an update on the progress. The toys are being made, elves are working, reindeer's fed, everybody's in good shape?
That's right. The reindeer have already learned how to fly again because we have to feed them those magic oats to fly, you know. And they're getting their practice in. They're going to be just perfect on Christmas Eve.
Now, when it comes to reindeer, we love, of course, let me see here, Prancer, you have Vixen, Comet Cupid, Donner Blitzen,
Dasher and Dancer.
And Dasher and Dancer.
That's right.
Boy, all right, we got all eight. We want to thank you, reindeer, for getting out there and pulling the Santa sleigh Christmas Eve. Now, Santa, you've been to Woonsocket many times. Sometimes we've picked you up at the North Pole on the Polar Express, and you've come back to the depot. Do you have a few comments to everybody in this great city watching right now?
Yes, I absolutely love Woonsocket. I love Rhode Island. I love all of New England. Actually, I love the world, but Woonsocket holds a very special place in my heart.
Now, you and Mrs. Claus have been together for some time, and of course your elves up there at the North Pole. We wanted to find out a little bit, how's Mrs. Claus doing these days?
She's doing very well. She's lost a little weight, actually. She's always after me to eat, but she's lost a little weight, so she's looking really, really slender.
Of course, a lot of baking going on right now, making sure that Santa gets his cookies and milk. Are you still a cookie and milk man on Christmas Eve, Santa?
Oh, yes, for sure, for sure. In fact, if they put an ice cube in the milk for me, it would be nice and cold when I get there.
Oh, it's a good tip for you kids. Drop an ice cube in Santa's milk when you put it out with his cookies on Christmas Eve. And a lot of kids ask me, Santa Claus, they want to take care of those wonderful reindeer that make your trip possible around the world. What can the kids leave out for their reindeer?
What was that, Jeff? I'm sorry.
What could the kids leave out for the reindeer?
Oh, they leave carrots. They leave apple slices. I mean, they even leave cookies for the reindeer because they know that the cookies the reindeer like have vegetables and oats in them. So they're called oatmeal raisin cookies. So that the reindeer can eat those, but the other ones they can't.
Now, of course, we know some of the Santa rules. You better not pout. You better not cry. And we know you can see them when they're sleeping and know when they're naughty or nice. How are the lists coming along?
Well, there are very few naughty children this year. I know it's been a very rough year for everybody. And, you know, they have to realize things are different this year. And, you know, don't worry. Your presents will still be delivered. I'll still be there. Santa does not get sick, and he doesn't make anyone else sick. So you can expect Santa to visit you. Don't you worry at all.
And the good news is if you're a good boy or girl, those are the really good visits to get. And I want you to know, Santa, I've been especially good this year.
Okay, if you say so, Jeff.
Well, I might be the only one that says it, Santa. But writing a letter to Santa Claus is a big thing, folks, and we are in the first weekend of December. So, Santa, are you still getting letters from children? Has it evolved into an email or text now, or is it still the kids should break out those pen and papers and write out a letter to Santa Claus?
I get them every way you could imagine, Jeff. I mean, I've even had them by carrier pigeon. Believe that?
Does the lead carrier pigeon have a red nose too?
Oh, he was when he got done.
So now's the perfect time, kids, to write out your list to Santa. And are you getting anything hot? What's the hot thing kids are asking you for this year, Santa?
It's amazing, but they still like trolls, the little troll dolls, and they also like Elsa and Anna, Frozen stuff. And the boys, of course, the old good one is Legos. They love their Legos.
Oh, you can't go wrong with the wonderful world of Legos. I'm asking you for Legos, and you brought me that pirate set, and I loved it, Santa Claus. Absolutely loved it. The Christmas season wouldn't be Christmas, of course, without a visit from St. Nick. And we want to tell you folks, go ahead and write your letters to Santa Claus, care of Santa Claus at the North Pole. That's all you have to put on the envelope. The mailman will know what to do with it to make sure that your letter gets to Santa Claus. But write that letter now. And of course, we want to make sure that your trees are decorated too. Now, Santa Claus, we want to ask you about coming into the house. Are you still using chimneys, or do you use the doors now?
Well, I use the chimneys as long as the fireplace isn't lit. And as long as they do have a chimney. But if they don't have a chimney, I have a special magic key that I can open any door but on Christmas Eve. But only on Christmas Eve, and only I can use it.
Oh, well, make sure to keep those floors clean by the fireplace. And you come in my front door. That's just fine, Santa, 'cause I don't have a chimney.
That's all right. You still get your presents every year, don't you?
I certainly do. Never shortchanged. So rare to get Santa Claus. Now, over these next coming weeks, the production of toys, how are the elves doing on that, Santa?
They're doing very, very well. They're right up the schedule. There are a few things that we're trying to build up. The Nintendo Switches are very difficult to build, so we're trying to work on those more, and we'll see what we can do. You know, we'll do our best, but I promise that everybody out there is going to be happy on Christmas morning. You always are.
Oh, Santa, I understand you travel all over the world for so many years. During the 19 years that I had the privilege to work with you, when we'd visit you on the Polar Express, once in a while I would have a family on the car. And we had people from all over the world ride the Polar Express. But one of the most amazing things I've seen happen is when I had a family perhaps from Brazil, or I've had families from China, where English was a second language for sure. And when you came through the Polar Express, Santa Claus, you were able to say Merry Christmas and talk to these children and families. How many languages does Santa Claus speak?
Well, Santa knows every language. That's right.
My goodness. What a smile to their faces when they hear you say it in their native tongue, if you will. Now, here's a question I get a lot. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, my favorite Christmas song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is
That's
my
right,
favorite Christmas song, too.
That's right. He's not in the book. There are only 8 reindeer because it's a very old book, so he's not in there. So he deserves some recognition, and he gets it with his song.
Well, he certainly gets it that Christmas Eve. But if it's a foggy Christmas Eve, Rudolph is always ready to go, or does he go on the clear night now, too, just to get the exercise?
That's right. That's right. He's a really good reindeer. He's all grown up now, and he's still really good reindeer.
Now, do they allow him to play in the reindeer games finally, or is he still not allowed in those games?
Oh yes. So Rudolph is quite popular at the North Pole.
Well, I'm glad that they finally let him in those reindeer games, and quite the champion from what I understand in his league. He was MVP last season, I understand. The Mrs. Claus and yourself, now how long have you two been together?
Well, let's see. I'm 1,700 years old, so we've been together about 1,550 years.
Now, we're not going to reveal the lady's age. We never ask a woman. Isn't that right, Santa Claus?
That's right.
Even Mrs. Claus. Now, Mrs. Claus, I understand, is a great cookie maker herself. Do you have a favorite cookie that she makes for you? Is it a gingerbread man, or are you more of a snickerdoodle guy?
I'm actually a chocolate chip guy.
Oh, chocolate chip cookie.
My very favorite.
Good to know. They're gooey and you get that chocolate when it stretches out?
Oh, yes.
I can't get over how good the reception is, Santa, from the North Pole. Do you get good TV reception, too, up there?
Well, yes. I heard it was snowing in Woonsocket. Is that true?
We ordered it just for you tonight. We had the request put out through the Public Works Department, and we said, can we get snow in Woonsocket? We have Santa Claus live via satellite, and there's nothing they can't do. And sure enough, here's the snow just for you, Santa Claus.
Thank you so much. I love snow. You know that.
But one concern the kids always have is when Christmas Eve hits, and of course we all dream of a white Christmas, but once in a while, Santa, it doesn't rain on Christmas. It might not snow on Christmas. You have sunshine. And the kids, I always tell them, the sleigh does not need snow to run. Isn't that correct?
No, I have special little wheels mounted that I hit the button and the wheels drop down and I can use those.
Yeah, see, so don't worry, kids, if it's a snow-free Christmas. Santa gets around just fine. Now, I got to ask you, when you do that, all that overtime, that big push Christmas Eve, you make it all the way around the world bringing toys to the good boys and girls. What do you do the day after Christmas, Santa? Always wanted to ask that.
I sleep. That's right, I sleep.
Until New Year's?
At least a day, and then Mrs. Claus makes me get up.
But do you get some time off in the summertime? Do you like to travel? What do you do, Santa?
Oh, I do. I travel all over. I know people see me sometimes, and you know, I acknowledge them. But I've been to Disney and all those places, and it's a fun vacation, and we have a good time.
I guess you do kind of have one of those faces you're easy to recognize out there in public, huh, Santa?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we got to say this is incredible to have you with us today via the North Pole, and we know how busy you are, and you're getting ready to travel and save those frequent flyer miles as you make your way around the world, and you can take some of those vacations. I can imagine how many miles you must have, Santa.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Now, the biggest perk to being Santa Claus, it has to be you know what you're going to wear every day. Is red truly your favorite color, or did it just come with the job?
Well, red is absolutely my favorite color, but I don't just wear this suit. I mean, I have other clothes. Everybody changes their clothes, right? So I have my workshop uniform, which is an apron and my puffy pants and my puffy sleeve shirt, and we make toys in that. But I also have regular, I like my Hawaiian shirts. Oh, those are fun. I do.
Oh, yeah, Hawaii stuff. I've seen you in your Hawaiian shirt, and you make me in the mood for pineapple when I see you in that pineapple shirt. Santa Claus, we got a few more minutes here with you, but can you give the kids a message on what you're looking for to be on the nice list versus being on the naughty list? So give them a few tips. Maybe some kids are in the middle. They're in that limbo period where they could slide either way. What's the best way for kids to stay on that nice list?
Well, you want to listen to your folks the first time they tell you to do something, okay? And also, especially at bedtime, you have to go right to bed, no fussing, and especially on Christmas Eve, because I need you sleeping to deliver your presents, right? So listen good, and very important, are you listening? Don't forget my cookies and milk.
And don't forget, put an ice cube in that milk for Santa Claus. And Santa, it looks like you were already, did you leave this present for me, Santa?
I did.
Oh, wow, that's so exciting. Thank you, Santa. What could it be? What could it be? Oh, an early Christmas present. Oh, it's one of those chocolate 24 days of Christmas calendars.
Yay.
Thank you, Santa Claus.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
And today is the 5th. That means I get to catch up. It means I get to eat 5 chocolates tonight. Well, thank you so much, Santa. What a surprise that was. I'm sorry I didn't get you a present, though, Santa.
That's okay. Just leave me an extra cookie.
That sounds like it. May it be a chocolate chip cookie as well.
Oh, well, you know what else, Jeff? I wanted to tell the children that if they happen to forget their list, not to worry, because all they have to do is write their list and put it on their refrigerator on Christmas Eve. And if I have something in my sleigh, I'll bring it in for them. How's that?
So all they got to do is write a list, put it on the refrigerator door,
in case
Dear
they forget.
Santa?
Yeah, in case they forget. Yep.
That's good chocolate, Santa.
Yeah. Nobody misses out that way.
Put that over there. Now, is it true that you are known to have up to a dozen candy canes a day, Santa?
I'll say yes, but it's more like 40 or 50.
40 of them?
Don't tell Mrs. Claus.
I won't tell Mrs. Claus, but that explains I've noticed you've got wonderful breath. It's a compliment. I'll say it. You have a lovely sense of peppermint, and that explains it. You have that many candy canes for sure.
And
Christmas
I'm in
songs. I
perfect
wanted to
shape.
ask you.
I'm in perfect shape.
Pardon me?
I'm in perfect shape.
Well, that is a shape.
Round is a shape, yes.
I'm catching up to you. Not only in the white in my beard as well, although you have one of the most magnificent beards. And as you notice, Santa, you might be a trendsetter. Beards are coming back, I hear. It's the new popular fad. Everybody has a beard. So can you give us dads and grandpas out there some grooming tips? How do you get your beard so perfect? Give us beard wearers a little bit of a beard tip from the most infamous beard of all time.
Well, I have to say, Mrs. Claus has a lot to do with it. She's my stylist.
Oh, well, she does a wonderful job.
Yep, she does. She's great at what she does.
Well, you're a hero to beard wearers everywhere.
Well,
we all strive to have your beard, Santa Claus. So, kids, let's just recap a moment here. We know perhaps you don't get to see Santa as much in person, but your letters are fine this Christmas. Post them to your refrigerator door. That's fine. And also, Santa, the elves that sit on the shelf now are known to bring you those messages from boys and girls, aren't they?
That's right. They come and visit me every night to tell me what's going on in the different homes.
Well, my elf Harry has been at my house now for a couple of weeks. He's moving around. He's keeping an eye on things.
That's right.
And all I got to say, Santa, is don't believe a thing he tells you.
Well, you know what? I only half believe him because he's a silly elf, that one.
He is a silly elf. He loves to play with the dogs, too. We got just a few more moments here. Now, I've heard you have a favorite story. Is it still 'Twas the Night Before Christmas?
It is. The Night Before Christmas is my absolute favorite.
Now, I've heard 'Twas the Night Before Christmas from beginning to end. Is that correct?
I do.
Well, Santa, I think it would be unfair to the fan base watching you tonight if I didn't ask. Our state reps and senators said it, but would you please recite 'Twas the Night Before Christmas for all of us here tonight?
I would be happy to. I would be absolutely happy to.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Claus.
All right, here we go. Everybody put your listening ears on. All right, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and Papa in his cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, Papa sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to Papa's wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, he knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles our coursers we came, and I whistled, and I shouted, and I called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when met with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetops our coursers we flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling Papa heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As he drew in his head and was turning around, down the chimney I came with a bound. I was dressed all in fur from my head to my foot, and my clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys I had flung on my back, and I looked like a peddler just opening my pack. My eyes, how they twinkle. My dimples, how merry. My cheeks were like roses. My nose like a cherry. My droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on my chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a candy cane I held tight in my teeth, and everyone knows candy canes are real sweet. I have a broad face and a little round belly that shakes when I laugh, like a bowl full of jelly. I'm chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and Papa, he laughed when he saw me in spite of himself. A wink of my eye and a twist of my head soon gave Papa to know he had nothing to dread. I spoke not a word, but I went straight to my work, and I filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of my nose, with a nod of my head, up the chimney I rose. I sprang to my sleigh, till my team gave a whistle, and away we all flew like the down of a thistle. But Papa heard me exclaim, as we drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Wow, that was fantastic, Santa Claus. Thank you. My goodness, what a treat. Chocolate and a story from Santa Claus.
There you go.
Wonderful rendition. I love 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but it's so magical when you tell it, Santa Claus. Thank you so much for doing that. I want to thank you again for joining us this close to Christmas Eve. So, kids, don't forget, leave your list, correct Santa? And also, Santa, one big thing, I guess, Christmas Eve, Mom and Dad tell you it's time to go to bed. I guess it's time to go to bed because they have to be sleeping when you come to the house, correct?
That's right. Right away. You have to go right away.
All right, Santa, how about one more Merry Christmas from you for all the people watching tonight?
Okay. Merry Christmas!
Thank you, Santa. Take care. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
My goodness, so great to catch up with Santa Claus at the North Pole. Joining us live, a very exclusive interview right here at the 12th Annual Stroll. And we're not done yet. We're going to be with you for a short while longer. Again, we want to thank you for joining us this evening. And check out their Facebook page for other great events that are continuing to happen over the next 12 days, including the scavenger hunt and the ugly Christmas sweater contest. Great prizes in both categories. Make sure you check the page for other videos and pictures that you'll find as well throughout the next 12 days. We're going to go back and take another look at some other years of our holiday stroll. Let's look at 2018 and 2019, followed by a 2019 performance from the wonderful dance group Lyrics in Motion.
Testing. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out to support our Lyrics in Motion dancers as they start to spread a little bit of holiday cheer. Our first group up is our brand new special performance team in their debut performance at this holiday stroll. Kick it off, kids.
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh. Sing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. All the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle, jingle.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's
what a terrific performance. That was Lyrics in Motion, part of the 2019 Holiday Stroll, as well as the St. James Praise Dancers at the beautiful St. James Baptist Church on South Main Street in Woonsocket. Well, hey, you having fun? I hope so. Enjoying this wonderful virtual holiday stroll, the first of its kind for the city of Woonsocket. But Christmas is Christmas after all, and some things just can't be stopped, and the Christmas spirit is one of them. And they're doing their part this year by bringing this event to you, and we want to thank every single committee member, as well as the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative, and of course the great city of Woonsocket. We have a little more time before we get to some more music coming up. We'll still hear from Glee and Michelle Wheeler in a few more minutes. But first, I'd like to thank our sponsors for this event tonight, because none of this would come without the great sponsors that continue to support events like this throughout the year. And year after year, you can count on good people, such as CVS Health, one of the pride businesses here in the city of Woonsocket. The Woonsocket Rotary Club, always there to help out charity events year-round and stepping up to help bring this event to you tonight. Navigant Credit Union, our Congressman, David Cicilline, the IAFF Local 732, the Eston and Richard Insurance Agency, our state representatives, Michael Morin, and Representative-elect Stephen Lima, who will be taking his seat. The Representative Stephen Casey, also a member of the Planning Committee for this event tonight. State Representative Bob Phillips, State Senator Roger Pickard, Senator Melissa Murray, the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, City Councilman David Susi, Timeless Antiques, you'll find them on Main Street in Woonsocket, Tammy and Frank Irwin, and Manseri Real Estate, Garrett Manseri. Thank you so much for your sponsorship to bring this event to you tonight on Facebook Live. And remember, you can watch this as well as other clips that you can find on Facebook Live throughout the next 12 days. If you have not yet done a few things, I want to tell you first. The rock and roll event, that's right, the Christmas songs. Do you sing? Come on, everybody sings in the shower, maybe in the car when you're sitting at the red light. Well, if you film yourself singing your favorite Christmas song, you can just upload it at the Rock and Stroll hashtag. Hashtag Rock and Stroll. Upload that video and take part in the singing contest of your favorite Christmas song. But have fun with it. Get creative. Maybe combine the ugly sweater contest with the song contest. Make it fun. Make it your own. Also, speaking of ugly sweaters, Woony Ugly Sweater is the hashtag to upload your photos to take part in the Ugly Christmas Sweater contest. And don't forget the scavenger hunt. So check out this great Facebook page for the Main Street Holiday Stroll to take part in all the events. Again, that's hashtag Woony Ugly Sweater for the Ugly Sweater contest, and hashtag Rock and Stroll 02895. That's our zip code, of course, in Woonsocket, for the Carol contest. And there's great prizes in both categories, so don't miss out. All part of the 12 Days of Christmas this year, the 12 Days of Fun presented by the Main Street Stroll Committee. Now, this is my next shirt. Hope you like my Christmas shirts. I have so many Christmas shirts, I figured I'd show most of them tonight. This one here is that's my favorite, my Grinch. And if you notice, folks, you see this is a 3D shirt. It's built that way to come out to you from the side. See? I'm actually very svelte. That's a 3D shirt that comes out to you. Very one of a kind shirt. But I love the Grinch. Grinch, you know, is not as bad as people think he is. I've met the Grinch. Matter of fact, if you watch the clip from my household, we do perform with my little friend, the green friend, who's actually a great gardener, by the way. A lot of people don't know that about the Grinch. He's a great gardener. He has quite the green thumb. Yes, green thumb. I went there. Hello, Rudolph. Rudolph's making his way looking for Santa as he makes his way to the North Pole. Well, folks, I thought maybe we'd have some fun together for a few moments. Now, for you guys out there who love to hang around the water cooler, you're probably looking for some Christmas jokes and say, where can I get some Christmas jokes? Well, here's a few Christmas jokes that you can tell at work or with your friends or at school. And one of the big things is gingerbread men through the holidays. I love gingerbread men. Well, here's a few gingerbread jokes you can drop at your buddies at work. These go really big at the construction sites. Guys love these jokes, so feel free to use them. Such as, what did the gingerbread man put on his bed? Cookie sheets. You can use that one, no charge. That's a free one from me to you. The gingerbread man had to go to the doctor the other day. He was feeling awful crummy. He can have some fun. Don't worry, though, he's fine. He's one tough cookie. So there's a few holiday jokes you can try. But what I want to do with you right now, though, is I want you to sing a Christmas song. And whoever you're with, you got to take part in this, okay? We're going to do Up on the Housetop. Now, I want you to do a few things. One, when I say, ho, 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 I want you to sing, Who Wouldn't Go, okay? Shout it out at your computer, shout it out at your phone. If you're sitting at a traffic light riding in somebody else's car, roll the window down and let the neighbors in cars hear you, okay? So when I say ho, 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 I want all of you, wherever you are, to sing Who Wouldn't Know, okay? And when I go up on the housetop, you all shout out click, 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 down through the chimney with old St. Nick, okay? So you got that? Now you better participate because I'm watching you out there in cyber world. Are you ready, Facebook Live? Here we go. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. So down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 ho. Up on the housetop, down through the chimney with old St. Nick. Now that's pretty good, gang, but I think you're holding out on me. Yeah, the one drinking the milk right now. Put the milk down. We want to hear you sing. Okay, we're going to try it again. Are you ready? Now, I want you really loud this time. Here you go. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Up on the housetop, down through the chimney with old St. Nick. So first stockings of little Nell. Oh, there, Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that'll open and shut her eyes. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, up on the housetop, down through the chimney with old St. Nick. Now next comes the stockings of little Will. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here is a hammer and lots of tacks. Who gets their kid a hammer and tacks? Oh, so a ball and a whip that cracks. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, up on the housetop, down through the chimney with old St. Nick. Ho, ho, ho. I produced a CD this year to sell for the Milk Fund. All the money goes to it. You can come see me at WNRI. We have them there. It's $10. It's called By Request for the Milk Fund, a 26-track CD, and all the money goes to help the Milk Fund charity here in Woonsocket. So between the Milk Fund, the toy drives, the service kitchen, New Beginnings, there's so many ways to help out the charities in the greater Woonsocket area. The men's shelter at the Harvest Community Church, they're always needing product. So just reach out, and that'll really give you the Christmas spirit because, of course, they say to give is better to receive, and there's no better way to give than those in need. We have a few more performances we'll be getting to in just a moment here. But again, I want to thank the committee for having me. My name's Jeff Gamache. I'm from WNRI. I'm on every weekday morning with Roger Bouchard, 6 to 9 a.m. And it's a wonderful thing to be part of your hometown event as growing up on Hope Street, up on the hill, as we say here. Locals call it Constitutional Hill. But to grow up in the city of Woonsocket and now to be invited to be part of these great traditions are big. And there's no better time to connect with people than the Christmas season because everything we do together is creating a Christmas memory. So Christmas memories are really big. And this is one Christmas nobody will ever forget thanks to the good holiday virtual stroll put together tonight. But it does continue for the next 12 days, folks. And we do have some more acts that are going to come your way with more music. At this point, we're going to return with two lovely ladies of music. You caught them earlier in the program. We opened up the show on guitar and vocals with the lovely, talented Glee Violette. And, of course, you remember Michelle. She sang just a short while ago. Here they are with another piece of music for you.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. People passing, children laughing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you hear silver bells silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of stoplights, even street lights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all the bustle you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Wheeler. I live in Maryland. I am a native of Rhode Island, specifically Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and today I'll be singing Baby It's Cold Outside. Hope you enjoy it.
I really can't stay.
It's cold outside.
I've gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been so very
Hold
nice.
your hands, they're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, watch your
My father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace.
So really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well, maybe just to have a drink
put
more.
some records on while I
The neighbors might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
See what's in this
No
drink.
cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew
Your eyes are like
how
starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat. Your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no, no,
Mind
sir.
if I move in
At least I'm
closer?
gonna say that I
It's the sense
tried.
of hurting my
I really
pride.
can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out.
Baby, it's cold outside. I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The welcome has
Lucky
been
that you
so
dropped in.
nice and
Look out
warm.
the window at the storm.
My sister will be suspicious. My brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon a tropical
My
shore.
maiden aunt's mind is
Gosh, your lips
vicious.
are
But maybe
delicious.
just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
Gotta get home.
Baby, you freeze out there.
Say, lend me a
It's up
coat.
to your knees out there.
You've really been
Really
great.
touch my
But
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
There's bound to be talk
Think of my
tomorrow.
lifelong
At least there will be plenty implied. I really can't
Get
stay.
over that old doubt.
Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
Rendition. They go, run, run, Rudolph, Santa's got to make it to town. There she goes, running around, Rudolph. That elf will catch her yet. She'll catch him yet, don't worry, folks. Well, again, folks, my name's Jeff Gamache. Hope you had a good time. And again, check out the rest of this Facebook page for more information, such as the Ugly Sweater Contest. Load your picture up with your favorite Christmas ugly sweater and hashtag Woony Ugly Sweater, and you're in the contest. If you like to sing or you don't like to sing, have some fun with the carol contest by loading your video of you singing your favorite Christmas carol at the hashtag RockandStroll02895. Get creative, folks. Have some fun with it. I'd like to invite one more time the man who opened us up here tonight, who's the co-chair of this event, along with his lovely wife. Will you please welcome back tonight to the holiday virtual stroll, Steve Casey. Just got off the slopes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for attending the first virtual holiday stroll from the Main Street Holiday Stroll Committee. Before we continue with our final performance from our favorite John Scotti, I'd like to thank the entire Holiday Stroll Committee, the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative Committees, the City of Woonsocket, and especially the Public Works Department of Woonsocket for helping us to decorate the beautiful downtown area. This has been an amazing event. We put a lot of work into this to give you, the people of Woonsocket, a Merry, Merry Christmas. Hope you'll come downtown, enjoy all the things, all the festive decorations, and please remember to visit our stores and also revisit the website, dwc02895.org. You'll be able to hook into the Facebook page and watch the Holiday Stroll presentation again and again. Join us in our contests. And really quickly, I'd just like to thank all of our sponsors again, CVS Health, the Woonsocket Rotary Club, Navigant Credit Union, Congressman David Cicilline, IAFF Local 732, Eston and Richard Insurance, Representative Michael Moran, Representative-elect Stephen Lima, Senator Roger Pickard, Senator Melissa Murray, and I can't see the rest of that list. We'll get to it in a second. So, there we go. The Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, Councilman David Susi, Timeless Antiques, and Manseri Real Estate, as well as Representative Robert Phillips, which I left out. Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to take it home with our favorite, 81-year-old John Scotti. Here he is. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow. Hey, have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Hey, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. In case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas day. One more time. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow. Hey, have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Hey, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. In case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what you're gonna say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Hey, tell me if you can. Yes, jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm gonna say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. Here's one you know. Here's one you know. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, I'll jump good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney, for lots of toys, all for the little ones, Christmas joy. Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Oh, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down the chimney with good Saint Nick. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney, lots of toys, all for the little ones, Christmas joy.